Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami. We've got baseball from Lone Depot Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Redbirds played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
A.J. Burnett starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
So stepping in is Ozzie Smith, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Here's the first pitch to him. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
No, inside.
And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Smith is retired, and there's one away. Stepping in next, Lou Brock, batting .300 for the series, 3 for 10. First offering.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your deck.
Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and Burnett's looking at a 1-2-3 inning here. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
At the plate, Michael Lee, as the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
At the plate now, Stan Musial.
The first base
as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0 delivery. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
2 home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
That's a ball.
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So next to hit is Tyler O'Neill. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. He's ready. Here's the first pitch as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. Molina, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike taken up in the zone. The 2-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cardinals are out in front 2-0. Bob Gibson is on the mound for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
And now in the box, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Starling.
Now the pitch.
Marte.
Ball, that's it.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. Tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Gibson has thrown north of 3,800 big league innings in his career with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Lays off 2-2 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Joe Panic. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. That evens it up, 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Popped up. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third.
We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Now the pitch. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The next 0-2. Fouled off. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down 2-0. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
That brings in Tommy Edman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
Ball two with a sinker that runs off the inside. And on one hand, they can be happy they've got their ace on the mound for them in this sweep game, but on the other hand, they're tasked with facing an ace themselves.
It sure is. This is one of those games where you flip a coin heads or tails. Two terrific starting pitchers, both teams firing their bullets. Their ace is going today. This should be a good one.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And they're off to a good start today, obviously, having already jumped out to the early lead.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Burnett gets his sign. Here's the 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. Marte on the move. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
To the plate now, Bob Gibson. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fastball called for strike two. Edman takes his lead at third with one away. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Panic. He's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Smith, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And for me, this is the side he looks more fluid from. A little more control in his swing, and it seems to lead to more consistent contact than from the right side.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two. 2 out, nobody on. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And it's 1-2 to the Wizard. Fastball well outside.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sheffield gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Marlins nothing. So now to the plate, Cliff Floyd. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And the 2-1.
Hey, two.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. The 0-1 on its way.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. And he hits it hard to the right side. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and in steps the all-time Cardinal great Lou Brock. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Michael Lee will be next. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the leadoff man retired now in the Cardinal 3rd.
the right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Now to bat, Michael Lee, and we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Burnett into the windup. Here it is on 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
2 balls and a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 2-1 home. Hit high and deep to right center. Marte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Stan Musial.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Stan Musial. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he popped him up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Hey!
2-2.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
The 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marte. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. So now here is Jazz Chisholm, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering on its way.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He goes.
Alfaro.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Standing in now, A.J. Burnett. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Well, too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Center fielder, Jorge Alfaro.
Here's Starling Marte as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 on its way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for Miami. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yadier Molina. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now here's the pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 pitch. A shot down the first baseline, but foul. Now another 1-2. Popped up. Aguilar in foul ground. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Burnett has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Tyler O'Neill goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's Nolan Arenado. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh and 1, here it comes.
Inside ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into that pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. The 0-1 on its way.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. 2 balls.
Arenado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Two-one pitch, a knuckle curve swung on and missed. 2-2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They lead it 3-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Joe Panik.
Joe Panik.
First delivery to him. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. Struck out in his first at bat. Now the pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Smith is up with it on to first, and there were two down.
The left fielder, number 30, Cliff Floyd.
So two are gone now in the Miami fourth, and the free swinging Cliff Floyd will stand in. Now here's the first offering. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still down 3-0. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Bob Gibson. On its way is pitch number 75.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Behind 0-2 now. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
To the plate now, Ozzie Smith. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Two and 0 now. One out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
3 balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle. Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Digging in will be Lou Brock. Burnett sets. First pitch on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Now a throw over by Burnett, and he's back standing. Smith stands at first with 1 out. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here he comes on 2-0.
Nope. That's inside.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this two-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Drilled to the left side. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
There's the danger of falling behind 3-0. You don't know which guys in the lineup outside the middle of the order are going to pull the trigger in a spot like that. He was one of them. 3-0, swinging the bat, aggressive hack, nice base hit.
In now, Michael Lee, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Burnett checks. Now the pitch.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Into the box now, Stan Musial. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. And that one yanked just foul. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Ready with another 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
The 0-2 once more is a fastball down below the knees.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Here comes the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning.
Boy, D-Row, this is a spot right now. If you're an offense, you start licking your chop. Pitch count starting to get up. Into the 5th inning, they could be sitting on some big knocks right here.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. You're looking for something middle of the plate right here. He doesn't have a great feel for his breaking stuff. Maybe he hangs something.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
when a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And it appears that'll do it for A.J. Burnett. So he'll depart here in the fifth after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Eliezer Hernandez answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
Hernandez.
Yadier Molina will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. 1 run scored. Throw won't get him.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hard on the ground towards short, and that is through into left field. A base hit, and add 1 more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
The bat.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk 1 up.
So next to bat will be Nolan Arenado. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch of the AB now. Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. St. Louis is out in front, 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Thank you, Heidi. So here is Jesus Aguilar. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. O'Neill is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
1 away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. First pitch on the way. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night. Changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Henderson is retired. 2 down now.
The batter, number 2.
Up next from Miami, Jazz Chisholm, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. First delivery to him.
Outside, that's the ball.
The 1-0.
No, that's low.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. This will get foul. 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and the 6th inning opens with a fly out, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Bob Gibson.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Bob Gibson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
No ball, 2 strikes.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So now to the plate, Ozzie Smith. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Marte is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 6-zip. At the plate now is Jorge Alfaro. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First offering on its way as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Lee is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Juan Pierre will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away. And now the first pitch. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a flare out to left center. Smith calls for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Popped him up. Molina will wait on it as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ross Detweiler comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Ross Detweiler.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Lou Brock. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the AB on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Next up is Michael Lee. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Detweiler, the former Chicago White Sox. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
2 balls,
2-0
no
now.
strike.
And the pitch.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time.
The first baseman, number 6,
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Stan Musial. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball, that's out.
They get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
Now the 2-1.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Here now the 2-2.
We got a full count.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sheffield is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Ready now for the Marlins. Joe Penn, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Second baseman, Joe Penn.
First pitch of the AB on its way. In there for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And he falls behind 0-2. Panic behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Standing in now, Gary Sheffield. To the left side, but it's well foul. No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
To the plate now, Cliff Floyd. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Plate now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0.
Nope, that's down.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Brian Anderson waits on deck. The 3-0. And he looks at one that misses ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
Next, it'll be Brian Anderson, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Comes set, and the 0-1. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, Jazz Chisholm. As the first pitch here have been high, it's ball 1. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
3 balls, no strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Next to dig in, Jorge Alfaro. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. He's set and the pitch.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
And a curveball taken for strike 2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Marlins 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Anthony Bass will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Miguel Rojas is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Yadier Molina. The pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that's in there, base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And that's hitting 101 right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Stepping in now, Tyler O'Neill, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Into the box, Nolan Arenado hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
A pause and the 0-2.
Nope, outside.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So now to the plate, Bob Gibson, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Sheffield is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Marlins 1.
Leading up for the Marlins, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
First offering on its way, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights. Two cities that love their baseball teams, and geographically they match up. Even though they're not division foes, it's for bragging rights, and this is what it's all about.
And there's one away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Starling Marte. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Sends that one out of play for strike one. To third, gloved by Arenado, and there's out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the second baseman, Joe Panic.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panic. Here's the first pitch.
No.
1. The 1-0. And there's was a base hit on the line.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Now batting, right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
Next, it'll be Gary Sheffield. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Here comes the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Panic is off of first with 2 away. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. But he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
At the plate, Cliff Floyd, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base, find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Opposite field to left, and that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row, there's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. O'Neill waits on it. And that retires the side. Marlins forced to settle for 1. We've played 8 full. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Marlins 2. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Now here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Marte's after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Next up, Lou Brock flew out last time up. First delivery to him. Strike one to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 delivery.
Ball, that's
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He threw first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay. Well, he is in there with a triple. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on full display there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, Matt, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield. And that time, he wanted 3.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Yimi Garcia will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Garrett Cooper will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup. Into the box, Michael Lee, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Stan Musial will be next. A man at third with 1 away. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Hit down the line at first. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Line hard toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from third. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Man, they're just piling it on now. That RBI triple makes it a 7-run lead. It's hard enough to come back from a 7-run deficit in football. You can't score any touchdowns in this game.
To the plate now, Stan Musial. Hits sharply toward third. Oh, and he misses it. In to score, the runner from third. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 home. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
1-2. Here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. After it is Marte. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 27, Tyler O'Neill.
Striding in is Tyler O'Neill. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First offering. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Hit sharply toward the right side. In there, a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Standing in now, Nolan Arenado. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Cardinals lead it 10-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Genesis Cabrera is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Harrison Bader will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Third baseman.
And now here is Brian Anderson starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. And he'll lay off here as well, and it's 2-0 to the Miami third sacker. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Fouled off. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Now
Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Here it comes on 1-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Lee is there, and quickly two are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
The batter, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
So now into the box is Jorge Alfaro, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the Cardinals go on the road and sweep their rivals.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Bob Gibson earns the win, his second, as he struck out 13 in this one. A.J. Burnett struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 10 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Marlins, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.